Michael, M-I-C-H-A-L, Hathaway, H-A-T-H-A-W-A-Y, and I'm the Assistant Director of Purdue Galleries.
Okay, there you go. Assistant Director. Thank you.
Oh, let me get rid of my gum here too. Well, we're very fortunate to have an endowment to pay for this, a Florence Lonsford endowment, and let me start over again. We're very fortunate to get this endowment, the Florence H. Lonsford endowment, that is purchasing artwork to be placed on campus. And so this is the first major purchase we've made from this endowment, and I think that we chose this particular artist because of the impressiveness of her work, and that it would be a real statement to put this on campus. And also the location here in front of Powell Hall, which is the home of the visual and performing arts, and we thought it was really important to put some sort of statement out in front of the arts building that told people this is where the arts live, this is the home of the arts. So.
And how much does that weigh?
The weight of the sculpture is about 1,800 pounds, and the height looks like it's about 8 feet. Well, I've seen this artist's work before. I've noticed her work especially in Chicago, and I know that just having witnessed a lot of other people going to and seeing her work, that it's very accessible to a large number of people, and people are always impressed when they find out it's actually a bronze sculpture rather than wood. So also children are just really enamored with the horse, the whole idea of this as a large animal. And I think the other thing that's interesting, the artist, is it looks very much like a gesture type drawing, which if you ever take art classes, one of the things you learn about drawing the figure is you draw gestures, try to capture motion and movement. And the way that this artist, Deborah Butterfield, uses the wood in her sculpture, it's almost like doing a gesture drawing, the wood becoming the linear elements of the drawing itself. So they're very I think energetic and have a spirit to them. I think that's very much something that people can really connect with. You know, it's a kind of a visceral feeling the first time you see it. We haven't found out the name. Now the artist, Deborah, was doing the patina on this right up until before they shipped it. She never names her work until after she's completely done with it. So I'm going to try and call the gallery later today and see if she's relayed to them the actual title. But she doesn't name it until it's finished, and then she has a sense of what it's going to be like, and then she'll actually give it a name. So it's usually just a name. Each one of her sculptures is named Pete, Jones, some sort of just a single name like that usually. So.
And where is she from?
Deborah Butterfield lives in Bozeman, Montana, and also spends her winters in Hawaii, but works with a foundry in Walla Walla, Washington. So she travels quite a bit while doing these sculptures, and I think she creates the original wood sculpture on her ranch in Bozeman, ships it to the foundry. They take it apart after taking photos of it. Take it apart, cast the individual pieces, and then reassemble it after it's all been cast into bronze. And then she puts the patina on, which is the last step. So this was actually not cast until just about a month ago. It takes about 6 weeks for them to do the whole process. So they began sometime in July and worked through August, and started assembling it in September after they'd got the bronze pieces together. And then the patina was just put on just a couple weeks ago. So it's all happened very quickly. It was commissioned specifically for Purdue, so this is the first time anybody's actually seen it other than the people who were involved in putting it together. So it's never been viewed before. So we're just very thrilled and excited that we're the ones that get a chance to look at it here today.
The cost of the sculpture the sculpture and installation's $331,000.
We kind of keep that confidential a little bit because we don't want to encourage people. As you know, there's been a lot of problems with arts around town, and so we've also talked to the Purdue police about putting up a webcam here to kind of
Yeah, we're concerned about safety and security for the various, because one of the things obviously with this horse is people want to climb on the horse.
Yeah.
Kids, oh, it's a horse. It's something I can play with.
So we really don't want to talk about the cost aspect or
Yeah.
also that sort of thing because we don't want to encourage that kind of vandalism. But I really think that this location and where it's at on the campus, it should be we should be fairly safe.
Yeah.
And how important is a sculpture like this? Can you say the camera?
How was what?
How important is a sculpture like this for the visual? arts?
Well, like I've said before, this sculpture is really kind of a landmark for the first time for us because we don't have a sculpture here at the Visual and Performing Arts School. And this, of course, we have this new name of the School of Visual and Performing Arts, and we're trying to, broaden the spectrum of how people see the arts on campus in general. I think the fine arts are a very dynamic part of Purdue, and we want to make sure that they are expressed and that people know that we're present and doing dynamic things. And I think it's extremely important that we have these kinds of structures available. So, and the neat thing about this sculpture is that if we can move eventually to a sculpture-type garden in this area, the plan is at some point to not have the parking lot there. This could be the beginning of what would be a larger sculpture garden for Purdue where people can come and actually study this. This is the right place for it, and it's kind of the beginning. It initiates the idea of the arts on campus having a visual presence. Harry, Harry, Bulow, Bulow.
And your title?
Head of Roof School of Visual and Performing